All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about P. Diddy, mate, Mr. Puff Daddy, otherwise known as P. Diddy, and how the rap slash E scene works. Stick around, listen. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk today about P. Diddy, Mr. P. Diddy, and how the rap slash E in brackets works, or the rape scene works, ladies and gentlemen, because that seems to be what he is. Mr. P. Diddy was a rapist, a scumbag, cunt, piece of shit, ladies and gentlemen. And, you got to look into Clive Davis, which is what his Jewish handler for, no doubt, for the Mossad, and a number of other shifty Jews he's had around him, mate. Controlling him and manipulating him. This is a very similar operation to the Epstein operation. They're a little different. Diddy was somebody who was famous, and early on in the career of Puff Daddy, Diddy, he did have a couple of songs that were, well, let's say they were okay. And he was, a big part of the career of the notorious Big, B.I.G. He wasn't a bad rapper. He died young in that kind of stupid conflict between the East and West. There's rumors that Diddy was involved in the death of Tupac. It was this kind of weird feud that went on in the 90s. I mean, I like dance music. I like electronic music. So, sometimes I would listen to some rap music and think it was okay. I was a fan of, Public Enemy early on, and I was a fan of a band called Schoolie D, which was a very early gangster rap kind of band. They used electronic music. Public Enemy was quite political. They got into trouble because Professor Griff, who was a member of the band, he sort of had this kind of black nationalist paramilitary kind of dancing troupe within Public Enemy, and he said a few things against the Jews. As we all know, you're not supposed to do that, ladies and gentlemen. So he got the arse, basically, had to leave the band, even though he's still been connected to them for the 25 years since. But anyway, he got into trouble. Diddy was kind of part of that 90s rap scene to some extent, and he had some talent to begin with, but then he sort of became a kind of fixture of the elite, probably for the last 25 years, from around the late 90s, and he stopped releasing what you would say music that's interesting. I don't remember any music from P. Diddy the last 25 years, but he was known for throwing these gigantic parties, and I have no idea where all his money was coming on, because it seems like he continued to make money hand over fist, but it appears that he was involved in human trafficking, he was involved in blackmailing celebrities, he was involved in drug dealing, he was involved in gun running, and God knows what else he was involved in, ladies and gentlemen. And obviously, when they raided his house, they found like 1,000 bottles of baby oil. What the hell do you need that for? How much fucking are you doing? That's ridiculous. It's sick. This is exactly what, like a conspiracy theory, like Pizzagate. They always say Pizzagate is fiction. Look, Pizzagate was never just about that one particular restaurant. It was about the idea that they were using sex blackmail, whether it be with, underage people, children, teenagers, or even like homosexual exploits with, say, someone like Diddy. One of the things about most male rappers is that they're very macho, and that they're very, male posturing, and they also come across as almost kind of raving heterosexuals. But the truth is, from a lot of these Diddy parties, is that at least half of them, if not more, are gay, and they're sucking cock. Like they're on a Bruce LaBruce movie, ladies and gentlemen. It's extraordinary, and there's just a lot of homosexual. There seems to be a whole homosexual underworld in the rap scene. And look, as I said, if that's the case and it's consenting adults, I don't really have a problem with that. But I think it was something that they were using to blackmail these kind of macho rappers. As I said, I only have a problem with sexuality when things are with underage people, or when it's rape, when consent is not involved. And obviously there's been footage of Diddy beating up his girlfriend, and there's all kinds of horrible things, and there's been leaked documents from the various court cases against Diddy, and it's just a litany of horrible shit. He's in jail at the moment. There's rumors he might hang himself, a la Epstein. Obviously the handlers have panicked. They've sent in the FBI to, apparently Diddy made thousands of videotapes of these famous people. And you'll notice too that, I mean, all these celebrities came out and endorsed Kamala Harris, who recently lost. And obviously their endorsements didn't mean shit. But, you had people like Leonardo DiCaprio coming out in the last couple of weeks, endorsing Kamala Harris, blah, blah, blah. And, there's another video online of Diddy saying he was like one of his number one customers or number one people who came to all these white parties, ladies and gentlemen. So that doesn't surprise me. So no doubt they've compromised Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know. I mean, obviously with Diddy too, there was that awful stuff with Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber, I always thought was a bit of a dickhead, ladies and gentlemen. I wasn't a particular fan of his music. But, when you see him as a 15-year-old boy hanging out with Diddy, and Diddy's talking about spending the weekend or the week with him, and then there's other footage of him drugged off his head, and you just feel sorry for the kid. And you realize that's why he's fucked up. That's why his music isn't that great, because he's been raped by this fucking disgusting black bastard Diddy. So there it is. It makes me sick. Really. It's just the bottom of the barrel, all this stuff. And it's just incredible that, you have so many people, so many celebrities speaking out against someone like Donald Trump, when you have someone like Diddy, who's been such a big part of the celebrity, kind of landscape for the last 25, 30 years, that just about everybody's hung out with him in some way, shape or form. And this was the case with Harvey Weinstein as well, and this was the case with a lot. I mean, Jeffrey Epstein wasn't that different. So it's extraordinary. They allow this nefarious behaviour to go on if it's from people who are sort of, I guess, kosher, and when it's not, if Donald Trump dates a porn star 25 years ago, it's a huge scandal and he should be thrown in jail. It's all a bunch of bullshit, ladies and gentlemen, and I just wanted to discuss that, and I think it's terrible what's going on, and I think what's happening with Diddy, with Weinstein, with Epstein, this is the norm, ladies and gentlemen. This is what these celebrities do. They're funded to blackmail each other, and that's how they remain in this club, and essentially when you find out all about this, it's a club you don't want to be in. So be lucky you're not a part of it.